Just imagine, you wake up in the morning to your alarm. You set it yesterday using your AI-powered Siri or Alexa. It greets you a good morning and you go to the bathroom to brush your teeth in front of your smart mirror. You open up your phone to see messages from your friends and family, which are of course summarized by the AI tool in your phone. You respond to most of them using the automated replies because you have to get ready for work. So you head off, listening to your daily curated playlist on the drive there, thinking to yourself passively that the songs sound all too similar, but it simply goes over your head. You're finally at work, opening up your email to check your inbox, and you see that you have a few new messages from your colleague. So of course you open up ChatGPT to write up a couple of responses for you. Then you're tasked with a few things to read for a meeting later, which again you open up ChatGPT to summarize for you. You go home after your shift is over, driving yourself. You make yourself a meal and clean up the mess you made by hand. You wash the dishes yourself and wipe the countertops clean. And time in this moment seems to go slower than the rest of your day. You think to yourself, what have I been saving all this time for? You do your work barely with a robot you assign to help you, while you go home and do your chores, maybe even the laundry or wiping down the floor. The songs you listen to, curiously, weren't made by a person, but a prompt. At what point were you doing anything completely alone? Did everything you do only get done to get it over with? Was it your hard work that paid off? But it's just a few prompts, you think. What's a few more carbon emissions? You may or may not have heard of the environmental effect it has, but the world is dying anyway, right? 300 million users weekly. Per week, one by one, people send in multiple prompts. For work, for entertainment, maybe you're just curious, maybe you were saving time. Maybe you forgot how to do the things you used to, without any help. One of 300 million. One of 85 million daily prompts. If 2 is a crowd, what's to come of this? Think of yourself for a moment as me. Ever since I could pick up a pencil, I was inclined to draw. I did it poorly, without much skill, but I loved it. I gave myself time and energy to manifest it into something I am skilled in now. I put in hours, days, months, and years so I can create something accurate to the vision I have in my mind. So imagine my surprise when 2023 came around. I open up my phone to see something about AI, which is something I haven't really given much thought to before. But people boasted about it. Look what it can make. This algorithm, this chain of code and data, made art in seconds. I shook in disbelief, staring at the lifeless amalgamation that this artificial intelligence had generated. I was afraid, and I think I had cried. What's to come of my future now? I always imagined myself growing up to be an artist, to have my name so great it would be a part of history. But in one day, in one moment, it all collapsed before me. I never thought I would see what it would be like if the soul was robbed from art, but there it was, staring back at me, with no name, with no identity, no creator, and no regard for what was meant to be. And no regard for what it was meant to be. But why would anyone care? Why would you pay an artist when you have this? I look back at what people of the past had made, their sorrows and their liberation, but what was this for? To create copies upon copies of unoriginal things? Whatever this thing was, it was incapable of innovation. It made creativity uncreative, and now its monster roams the internet. Just so you take your extra minutes, just so you don't spend a dime with an artist is why I am up here on this stage. So you open up ChatGPT to save yourself some time. You and the rest of the collective world put out billions upon billions of carbon emissions just per month, and maybe even 1 trillion per year, as proven by Smartly AI. You use it as it cools itself off with our water, as it pollutes the earth more than I ever thought was even possible, just for that A+ on your paper. To me, a bad essay, a bad song, a bad portrait is better than one I didn't even make at all. So imagine, you are an artist. You write and paint and sculpt and sing and play your instruments, but you do it anyway despite the fact that art is dying. You write and yell, "I was here," hoping that someone will hear you. You put in the years so that you will live on even after your body can't. You know that this wasn't made for your benefit in mind, that this thing wasn't innovative. You know that your thoughts and ideas are worth being made by your own hand instead of stolen from others. So imagine, you wake up in the morning to your alarm. You quickly wash your face in the mirror and you open up your phone to see messages from friends and family. Your mother is coming to visit. Your cousin is welcoming a new child of hers into the world. Your friends invite you out to the city for a long-awaited reunion face to face. After you respond to all of them, you go to work, opening up your email to check for new messages. You see that you have gotten a promotion. You feel proud of your work and you write a heartfelt message to your boss. Although you might make a mistake or two, you learn from them. You go home after your shift is over, leaving the chores to the robots. You have the meal that you made earlier the day before, and it was the same one you used to always have when you were a child, and it fills you with nostalgia. You open up your laptop to continue working on that biography you've been wanting to write since college, hoping to publish it one day. On your day off, you go to an art gallery or to the concert of your favorite musician. You watch and listen as the world calls out to you in even the small things. You see the people of the world in the bricks in the road, and they see you. They see you and smile and wave and say hello, and you breathe. You feel your heart beat in your chest as it rises and falls in sync with the oxygen filling your lungs. You place your brushstroke in the world to prove you are here. You are alive. Every footstep was intentional. Every word spoken and heard. You know that nothing could replace you.